I was kind of suicidal and everything at that time, and nobody really knew. I'm not telling y'all the story of my life, but I'm telling y'all. Hey guys, this is kind of a different video. Well, it's not a different video, but I haven't done like a motivation video or anything like that in a long time. So yes, I'm not like flashed up. I got my God Sees Me Like This shirt on, and I'm just not in like sewing mode where I feel like I got dressed up for you guys to see me. But this is like all the way dressed down. No, not even no lip gloss on today. Whew. Hold on, because I'm gonna put some lip gloss. Okay, that's much better. So yeah, I don't know, it's a lot. I don't even know how to start, but you know, I normally don't like to put a lot of my business out on social media and whatever or whatnot, but I really feel like God is calling me to start this process, not only for myself, but for others, because I am going through, and you might see me get teary-eyed, watery-eyed. I'm just going through the process with you guys, okay? Teary-eyed, I'm okay. I'm okay. No, in real life, I'm really okay, y'all. But I just talking about it makes a difference. So, hold on. Okay, I'm back. But yeah, so the healing process. So I am, now the world will know, I am going through a divorce. I'm not going to go into detail about my divorce or what happened in my divorce. I'm just going to go through the healing process of my divorce. Everybody don't need to know the exact, because it was kind of it's a lot, but it's not a lot. It's like, okay, it happened. And now you just go through what you have to go through to get to a better future for myself and my son. Well, our son. But that's not here or there. So the things that I am doing to go through this process of healing, and I want you guys to be on the journey with me, is I got my notes. Got loads of notes. I've been taking notes and scriptures and affirmations down for us all. I've been doing it all, and I really feel like God really wants me to walk this thing out with you guys, because I really feel like he chose me to be the person to go through this thing. I know a lot of people has gone through a divorce. A lot of people has gone through heartbreaks. A lot of people has gone through, you know, a lot. And, you know, it's like, yeah, but, you know, people know when you know. You know when you know. You already know that God is calling you to do something. So, the kids. But, yeah, if y'all hear some loud noise, it's just the kids. Just two of them. They back there screaming for no reason. But it's raining outside, so they can't go outside. And I have to make this video. So, yeah. I have 5 things that I have on my board. This is my board back here, which I can see this board from my bathroom. I can see this board. This is my workstation over here. This is my bed over here. So I can see the board every which way whenever I come in my house. I'm normally in my room because my workstation is over here. So I'll be able to look at my board here. So on this board, it has affirmations, scriptures, and 5 things that I am going to do in the process of this journey of healing from hurt. And that is from hurt from my divorce, from hurt from my mom, from hurt from anything that has hurt me in my past life that I have to overcome. I have to stop suppressing things to be the person I'm supposed to be in whomever's life or who's my own life, you know? Be the person I'm supposed to be to myself. Let's put it like that. And who God wants me to be to others, you know? So yeah, there's another teary eye. You guys, I promise you I am okay. I promise you. I'm just going through the process. So the first thing on my board, I'll show you the board after I finish talking, but I'll just read you off the things that I have on here. But the first thing on my board for me to start my healing process is to commit to healing. I need to commit to healing. I need to commit to this process and not reverting to the process of, oh, this is so unfamiliar that I have to go back to the familiar stage of life and, have to start doing things that I used to do that got me nowhere. So commit to healing. That's step number one. Commit to healing. And you can say whatever you want to say to this part, but number one is to commit to it. You have to commit to it. And number two is admit your feelings. Admit your feelings to yourself. Because sometimes I suppress my feelings. I'm good at suppressing a feeling. I am. I was going, so it don't matter to me. And then deep down inside, it'd be like, dang, that did hurt, kind of, sort of. But then at the same time, I'm like, so it don't matter to me. I can live without you. This, that, and the other. I do good without you. Or I was living before you. And that's my favorite saying. I was living before you and I'm going to live after you. Which is so true. But at the same time, I'm suppressing feelings. So, admit your feelings. Like, I cried the other day and I was just crying. Y'all, I promise I'm okay. Shut up. I was just crying out to God and I was just letting him know, like, God, I'm broken. I'm hurt. So, yeah, stop looking at me. No, I'm just playing. But this is the part of healing. You guys get to see this part. I promise I'm okay. I really am okay. Some of y'all might be like, you need to see a therapist or a counselor or whatever. I am, so don't worry. But I just wanted to do this part because this is what God has laid on my heart. And he has confirmed some things. So, boom, I'm here. Anyways, admit your feelings to yourself. Admit that you are hurt. Admit that you're broken. Admit that you're wrong. Admit that you're insecure. Admit it. It's okay. We're going to get through it. We have to admit these things and stop suppressing the things that hurt us. Because we're never going to grow into the person we're supposed to be if we continue to allow these things to be deep down inside and not pulled out to be the better you. And thing number 3, cry. Ding. Cry. Cry, 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 cry. Every chance that you get, cry. Cry. If you feel it, well, no, not every chance that you get. Because you can't be at work and just be like, oh, boo-hoo-hoo-hoo. No, 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 no. So I got a story to tell you right here for this part. So, this is kind of going to be a long video. So, guys, I hope you guys don't be all like, oh, blah, 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 blah. But no. So, in 2008, 2009, I moved back home to Dayton, Ohio, and whatever. And I was staying with my grandmother at that time. And it was a trial and tribulation moment for me then, too. And it was, something just... At that time, I felt like I couldn't handle it and all this and that at that time. But thinking back over it now, and I'm just like, you cried over the... Okay, first of all, I moved back home, lost my job for one. I lost my job, phone got cut off the same day. And then my car got repoed. All in the same day, all this happened. So that is a lot for somebody to handle at once. And yeah. So yeah. All that happened and I was in a funk. I was really in a funk and I was just so sad and whatever and all about that and whatever, whatnot. And so I was laying on my grandma's couch that morning and I started visualizing and I started drifting off to sleep, and I guess I had a dream. I guess it was a dream/vision. And God came to me and he said, I got you. you know, and that right there just soothed my heart, because he said he got me. If he say he got you, he got you. So there's nothing else that you need to worry about. And I was just like, after that, you know, after that day, I was in the funk. I was in the funk for probably a couple of hours. It was nothing serious, but I was going through it before then. And I was in a funk for a couple of hours. And after God said he got me, it was over. So then I ended up preaching a message. I'm not a preacher, I'm not a minister and whatever, but in my vision, in my dream, I preached a message to myself. And after that message I preached to myself, God showed me Juanita Bynum. And he said, when Juanita Bynum come back, follow her ministry. And, you know, I love Juanita Bynum. Before, you know, I had this little dream vision, I was just like, yeah, I love Juanita Bynum. I would love to have her anointing. And then I was like, no, I don't want to go through the things she went through to get to where she is and everything, you know. So then he said, follow her ministry when she comes back. And that was in 2008, 2009. And so move forward, whatever. I got into a relationship with my now soon to be ex-husband. I got into a relationship with him in 2013. And then we, so we're soon to be divorced here, you know, going through the process now, whatever. So, in 2016, my husband ended up telling me some stuff that just wasn't sitting right with my soul and everything like that. And I was hurt to the core. You know, I was kind of suicidal and everything at that time, and nobody really knew. I'm not telling y'all the story of my life, but I'm telling only so that I can heal. Yes, so, 2016 was when I got told the little information that I was told, and I was heartbroken. I was suicidal, and I wanted to kill me, him, and our child. I did. And that's crazy, because I don't seem like the type of person that will get there. And that's what suppressing feelings get you. It gets you to a place where you just become a person you don't recognize. So yeah, let me draw these up, because I'm cool, y'all. I promise y'all, I'm good. Okay, so it makes you become a person that you don't recognize yourself. And so Juanita Bynum, she came on in July. I was told my little information probably like July 5th or something like that. She came on July 2nd. Juanita Bynum came on July 2nd. And on July 9th, I believe it's when I started watching. Between July 5th and July 9th. I started watching, but the way it happened was just so weird. It was so weird. Like, none of my friends was following her. Like, none of them was following her. But somehow, and she wasn't advertising anything. She wasn't advertising, so I don't know how she got on my page. It had to have been a God thing. It had to be a God thing, because she ended up on my page. They showed, it was a video showing of her on my page. And I strode to go find that. And then when I went to her page, and I seen that nobody on my friends list was following her at that time, I'm like, wow, that was God sent. And she had came online at 3 o'clock, and I was driving my clients home and whatever, and I had my earphones on, and she was sitting there on the floor at that time, and she said, you have to put your tears on schedule. And she was just talking about, you can't just go out here crying and all in your feelings when you have an assignment on your life. That right there, I was just like, yo, I know that I have an assignment on my life. I know that I do. And I fight it. I run, and now I'm here. I guess I'm here. So yeah. But yeah, that part right there, it was meant for me to see her come on and sit on the floor and talk to us. And that helped me a lot. Like, at 3 with me helped me so much. Helped me so much during that time, because I'm still here. Because I started praying, hardcore during that time, because we would have to go on these fasts. We would have to pray and, and do different things. And it helped me a lot. Like, it helped my heart. It eased my heart a lot. And, I still suppressed some things, but it wasn't as bad. I came out of it. God really healed my mind, because I was mentally messed up. I was insecure. I was still broken. I was everything that you could be in a relationship that wasn't completely right. I'm not bashing him, and I'm not bringing him up into the conversation. I'm just telling my part, my part, so that I can heal, So yeah, so all of that happened, and yeah, now that brings me here. I'm here. So cry. The number 3 was cry, and write down why you're crying, because you could be crying, and you would tell yourself, like, I don't even know why I'm crying. Or I know that's what I used to do. I would say, I don't know why I'm crying, and when deep down inside, I know why I'm crying. I do. Let's just stop sugarcoating. Let's be real to each other. Let's be real to ourselves. Excuse me. You know why you're crying. You know why you're hurt. Let's just admit these things and commit to healing. Okay? So, and another thing that you can do when you're writing down your why you're hurt, why you're crying, why you're crying, you can write down, if it's a negative thing, write down 2 positive things for every negative thing that you say to yourself. Like, oh, I'm not wanted, nobody loves me, and I am loved. I love myself. You have to flip the negative around and make it a positive, because we can't be out here thinking all this negative stuff, because when you bring the negative stuff into your mind, it's going to stay there. You're going to become really depressed, and it's just going to mess you up completely. It's not going to heal. You're not going to heal. And then you're going to go into another relationship, and you're going to hurt someone else. Or you're going to go into another friendship, and you're going to hurt your friends. You don't know how to be friends. I don't know how to be friends. I don't. I'm afraid of going into another relationship. I am afraid of being in another relationship because of what I went through. But what I went through is an experience for me to help others. Once we fully get the divorce and everything, he said it's okay that I talk about the experience, but once we fully get our divorce, I'll talk about that part. But it's not to bash him, because we were both grown. Okay? So yeah, thing number 4, forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for being the person you were in the relationship or in the friendship. Forgive yourself, because sometimes people be like pointing a finger all the time, and you saying, oh, they did me like this, they did me like this. And, it's like, how did you do them? There has to be, it's 2 sides to every story, and you have to admit you're wrong as well. Not saying that you were completely wrong, everything was your fault, but you have to admit you're wrong to forgive yourself. Like, I was wrong. There were times where I played the role of I didn't know, or I played the role, and sometimes I didn't notice, because that's what I did. I suppressed my feelings so well that it was just like I didn't notice I was doing that. So you have to learn to forgive yourself, and so that you'll be able to forgive others, because if you can't forgive yourself, you won't be able to forgive others. And lastly, which should have been number 1, is pray. Pray, pray, pray. And when you pray, you just cry and talk to God, just like how I'm talking to you. This is how I talk to God. God, look, I'm broken. I am hurt. I'm in pain today. Like, there's days where I have good days and there's days where I have bad days. There's days where it's in between days where I'm just like crying boohoo, like, dang, okay, sis, it's gonna be okay. But yeah, it's just that this is the process that I'm going through. And I just wanted to share this with you guys because I know so many other people are going through this. And if we don't heal from it now, we're never going to heal from it. Ever. This was my first real relationship. So my first real relationship, and then I got married and to the same person. And, you know, so yeah, you have to heal from it all. I've been hurt before, you know, I've been... You know, back in the day when I was little, I'll tell y'all a little bit more about me. When I was a child, my mom and dad, they were living, but I didn't live with them. We went from foster home to foster home and, you know, living with my grandma to me being adopted by my godmom. So, you know, I went through a lot. And at the time of me going through that stuff and being super depressed, I used to tell myself, oh, nobody loves me, nobody wants me, and, you know, nobody cares for me. And I'm just like, because I'm the oddball of my family. I am the oddball. I'm the black sheep. I'm the saved. They call me saint. They call me saint, which I can't deny it. I can't deny it. I am the saint. I am the prayer. I'm the prayer warrior of my family, of my generation. I am the one they come to when they need a prayer to get to God. They feel like saint is going to get their prayer to God. So, you know, I had that on me because I ended up getting saved at a young age, and I was so scared that backsliding was, you know, I was going to die that right then and there. I wish I still felt like that as I grew up. But I felt like I got saved at 10. And I felt like if I backslide, then I'm going to get, you know, I'm going to die that day. So I never wanted to put my Holy Ghost on the shelf. And I didn't. I was doing good. I did good. And I was like, I had to stop cussing. I was 10. I was in elementary. And I stopped cussing. I stopped fighting. And I stopped doing so much. And I was just like, you know, I refuse to go to hell. And, you know, I became that Christian person that judged people off of the Christian values and everything, you know, the religion value. And then, you know, I went through so much to, you know, and people just like, okay, saint, you ain't doing nothing. You don't smoke, you don't drink, you don't cuss, you know. I used to. You know, I didn't smoke for real. I tried it, but it wasn't all that. So, yeah, I didn't. But I went through a lot. And now I'm here. And I felt like I healed from that because I used to hate my mom because we never really got to go live with her for real. It was a pattern on and off and whatever between my mom. It was a pattern. So she would get us and then we'd probably live with her for 2 to 3 years and then we'd be back in foster care. So it was a pattern that I had learned to accept. And that's another thing you have to do. You have to learn to accept people for who they are. Because you can't dictate how they should feel. I can't tell you should feel this way because I feel this way. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. You feel how you feel. And you deal with life how you deal with life. But that's why I'm telling you guys how I'm feeling. And so with my mom's situation, I tell my mom, I had to tell her, like, I don't hate you no more. I used to hate my mom up until I was 17 years old. I'm 31 now. I used to hate her because I'm like, why would you do your kids like that? That don't make sense for you to have 6 of them and do them all wrong. But I can't I told her, I said, I can't be mad at you for choosing you and what is best for your mental. You know, I can't be mad at you for choosing you and what you can handle in life. That's what you handle in life. I can't be mad. Like, I can't be mad at all. Like, if my son wants to do what he do once he get out my house, I can't be mad. I tried to do what I could to get him to do the best thing. As if he's not doing the best, being the best, then that's on him. You know, I can't be mad at what he chooses. I just pray that you choose the right thing. So yeah, don't get mad at the person that hurt you for choosing what they chose. It's okay to be hurt. It's okay to be hurt. And that's why it's okay to heal from that hurt. Because you can't tell somebody how to feel about their life, how to think mentally in their mind. You can tell them how you think, but that's not going to change their mindset. They have to want to change their own mindset. And if y'all come on one accord on the same thinking process, then y'all on the same page then. But if you're not on the same page, you're just not on the same page. You can't make somebody feel how you feel. And even if they tell you they love you, like I know my husband loved me. I know he loved me, but I can't tell him how to think. I can't tell him how to be who he is. You know, I can't tell him how to do those things. So it is what it is. I have to learn how to love me enough to heal, to do the right thing for me, and then I can do the right thing for others. So this is only part one of the journey. I just wanted to get you guys, let you guys know that I'm doing this little thing here. And if you want to come on the journey with me, you want to see how I'm progressing. Some days I might come on here and just tell you guys that I want to say F him and all this and that, you know, just because this is a part of the process. Excuse me, that it's a part of the process. So step number 1 to my healing process is commit to healing. Step number 2 is to admit your feelings. Step number 3 is to cry. Write down why you're crying. Step number 4, which is supposed to be 5 steps, but because I added on that, find 2 positive things for every negative thing you say to yourself. Write down 2 positive things that for every negative thing. Number 5, forgive yourself. And number 6, pray. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm going to show you my little board here. Okay, so I got this board from the Dollar Tree. I printed off the I printed these off on my computer, and this I printed off on the computer. It says commit to healing, admit your feelings, cry, write down why you're crying, pray, forgive yourself. And then I put some affirmations up here as well. Some affirmations and some scriptures. I am allowed to feel this way. This is a scripture. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Psalms 34:18. That's the NIV version. I accept the things I cannot change. I can do all things through Christ, which gives me strength. That's Philippians 4:13. That's the King James version. I am enough. Believers do not grow tired or lose heart in doing good, but continue doing what is right without weakening. And that's 2 Thessalonians 3:13. Trust the process. But the Lord is faithful, and he will strengthen you, setting you on a firm foundation, and will protect you and guard you from the evil ones. 2 Thessalonians 3:3. So yeah, that's what I have on my process to healing board. And you guys can make you one. I just printed these. I wrote these out with my Cricut machine. So you guys can make you one. And let me see y'all. Follow me on Instagram at mighty_. So, and let me see y'all little healing boards. And we can help each other heal through the process of hurt, of any type of hurt that we have been hurt by. And until next time, see ya.